Mercedes just drove down the Hangar Straight at Silverstone without using eighth gear. Let that sink in. The fastest car on the 2026 grid deliberately left a full gear ratio on the table at the exact circuit where straight-line speed was supposed to be their ultimate weapon. The mainstream headlines will tell you about Lewis Hamilton taking a fairy tale sprint pole for Ferrari by a microscopic 11,000ths of a second. But the real story of Friday at Silverstone is hidden deep inside the telemetry. We're looking at a high-stakes technical chess match that completely rewrites the 2026 championship narrative. To understand how massive this weekend is, you have to look at the structural flaw that has plagued the Ferrari SF26 all season. Up until today, Ferrari was losing significant chunks of time in the speed traps to Mercedes. Austria was the ultimate proof. Hamilton was trapped at 323 km per hour, while Mercedes flew past at 328. That 5 km per hour deficit caused the brutal straight-line bleeding that forced Ferrari to defend hopelessly. The car was brilliant through the corners, but it was a sitting duck on the straights. It simply lacked the aerodynamic efficiency and clean deployment to hold off a charging rival. But Silverstone triggered a massive engineering chain reaction from Maranello. Ferrari brought 3 crucial upgrades to the British Grand Prix, and they clicked instantly. First, they introduced a revised, lower-drag specification of their Macarena rear wing. Second, a new low-drag diffuser step-down aerodynamic resistance at full throttle. Finally, Ferrari ran the exhaust configuration without the FTM device, liberating 13 horsepower that was previously lost to engine back pressure. Combine those aerodynamic and power unit tweaks with Lewis Hamilton's unmatched institutional knowledge of Silverstone, and the development direction shifted completely. For the first time in the entire 2026 season, Ferrari topped the speed trap over Mercedes. The data proves this wasn't a fluke photo finish. Hamilton didn't just get lucky by 11,000ths of a second. He was consistently the fastest driver on track from the moment Friday began, topping practice, SQ1 and SQ2. The telemetry shows he was obliterating the field through maggots and Becketts, validating the high-speed corner dominance we saw in Barcelona. Even more frightening for the rest of the grid, Hamilton aborted his final flying lap in SQ3 due to a power loss warning. He left time on the table and still took pole. The tiny gap at the end was simply Kimi Antonelli driving on the absolute limit of adhesion to mask a sudden Mercedes deficit. This leaves us with the ultimate engineering mystery. Why did Mercedes abandon 8th gear on the fastest section of the track? There are only 2 possibilities. Version 1 is a genuine hardware or software failure that limited their top-end deployment, meaning Ferrari's speed trap advantage is completely real. Version 2 is classic Mercedes strategic management. They have shown a willingness all season to protect their power units during practice and qualifying, saving their maximum deployment modes for the sessions that actually award championship points. If Mercedes was sandbagging to preserve reliability, the competitive picture shifts dramatically when the lights go out. The sprint race will expose the truth. Antonelli currently leads the championship by 40 points over George Russell, with Hamilton sitting third. Hamilton desperately needs maximum points from both the sprint and the Grand Prix to stay in the hunt. Starting from sprint pole gives Ferrari clean air at a circuit that rewards their high-speed cornering strengths, but the reliability concerns and the hidden pace of Mercedes mean nothing is guaranteed. Did Mercedes just get out-engineered by Ferrari's low-drag updates, or are they hiding a massive power advantage for the Grand Prix? Let me know your technical analysis in the comments below. If you want to dive deep into the telemetry and strategy all weekend, hit that subscribe button and join the Overcut crew.